fight to survive. We're never gonna gain control.
What up, y'all, and welcome to Chicagoland Speedway for the 14th race in the 2024 FBRL Napa Truck Series season. We're gearing up for 93 laps of action here around this 1.5 mile tri-oval. Ricky Freeman Jr. on pole for the first time in his career, becomes the 11th different driver to start on pole this season. He's joined on the front row by Zachary Fitzwater Jr., who's been on a bit of a hot streak lately. Just got that win back in New Zealand to end the international tour. Hannah Allen, Daniel Bouchard, row 2. Hometown driver Richard Johnson in row 3 with Luke Martin. Row 4, AJ Jones, Cameron Lessard. And row 5, your points leader Noah Hart with Jeff Bolton. Also hometown driver Edward Siemba starting in row 6 there with Bradley Bishop Jr. Ryan Reid coming in third in the points, 96 points back of your points leader Noah Hart. He's in row 7 to the inside of Austin Rogers. Tristan Grace, Kyle Sustrike, good qualifying efforts there in row 8. William Brock, second in the points, 85 back of Noah Hart. Will start in 15th as we go through the rest of the starting lineup. Bit of a higher downforce package here at Chicagoland this year than in previous years, so trucks got to have a bit more speed going through the middle of the corner to start a run, but the tire wear is there just as much as it has been in years past, so expect 3 to 4 seconds of tire fall off here tonight. Strategy is going to be very important. We saw Ace Wild win here a year ago with the overcut strategy, so that is going to be a very good call to make here tonight. Overcut tends to be the way to go on the intermediates due to the draft these trucks provide. 41 drivers on track, no one had to go home, so let's go trackside for the command to fire engines.
Crank them engines!
Nine races remain in the 2024 season. Noah Hart has had a stranglehold on the field ever since the green flag dropped. 85-point lead, as mentioned, over William Brock, 96 over Ryan Reid, and 105 over Hannah Allen. Richard Johnson, Zachary Fitzwater Jr., 150 and 151 back, respectively. Daniel Bouchard, 161 back. AJ Jones, 165 back. Next driver in the points behind Noah Hart is 201 points back. That's Cameron Lessard, who's really been having a good mid-season, all the way up to 9th in the points now. Aria Carmona sits 10th in the points, 205 points back. Some notables: Bradley Bishop Jr., 12th in points. Griffin Label McDermott, 13th. Luke Martin, 15th. And your pole sitter tonight here, Ricky Freeman Jr., 16th. Edward Siemba, 22nd. James Silverfox, 26th. Both those drivers looking for great runs tonight to try and salvage something on their 2024 season. Green flag is out here at Chicagoland. Inside line with a good jump. You're going to notice here, while everyone's on the same tires, you can use the outside grooves to defend very well, especially the middle groove. very top line seems to have a little bit less grip. A lot of the rubber buildup just kind of goes up there, and drivers don't generally go up into that groove. But when you are side by side running the middle groove, pinching down on the door of the truck to your inside, you should expect to be able to fend pretty well. As Hannah Allen to the inside of Freeman Jr. AJ Jones gonna make it 3 wide for the race lead here on lap number 2, looking to waste no time. You see they're going up top 3 wide. Ricky Freeman Jr. not able to hold as well. Richard Johnson also 3 wide, so they are 3 by 3 here at the front of the field. Jones leads at the start-finish line. Clear AJ Jones to the point. Talked about having more downforce at the beginning of the race, and what that also does is it lets these trucks bunch up into more of a super speedway style of racing that we saw at Atlanta near the beginning of the year. As they're still 3 by 3 there, Freeman and Johnson on the top, going backwards as Daniel Bouchard will take second place away from Hannah Allen. Here comes Noah Hart. This is the driver everyone in the field, you got to think his teammates included, want to see just something happen, some kind of misfortune of natural occurrence to Noah Hart to put them back in the championship picture. Because with every race that ticks away, if you're not gaining points on Noah Hart, you are not staying in the championship picture. Most points gainable per race is 65, but the last 5 races of the season are only going to have the full-time teams. That's 39 trucks, so that number drops from 65 points to 62 points. So that's a total of 15 points you can no longer gain over the last 5 races of the season. The spotter cam is going to be a great camera to use to watch runs develop down the back straightaway through the corners. Hannah Allen going to put a move to the inside of AJ Jones here on lap number 8 after getting by Bouchard a couple of laps ago. Fitzwater Jr. 4th, Noah Hart 5th. BBJ, Reid, Luke Martin, Brock, Richard Johnson is your current top 10. Now Fitzwater Jr. to the inside of Bouchard as Bouchard elects to run the middle, looking to get back by Hannah Allen. As mentioned, that outside line is the superior line here when everyone is on the same stuff, and that allowed Bouchard to go right back by. As the caution lights are on, we've got a crash here on lap number 9. AJ Jones will be the leader to the line here. Fastest lap so far tonight, a 29.560 by Bouchard. Let's see who was involved. Oh, Benedict Murdo III with heavy damage. Kelly DeGarmo with door damage, and Benjamin Snyder on pit road. Mentioned Benjamin Snyder a few weeks ago, I guess, technically. Had that horrible accident in the inversion race at New Zealand. Was cleared A-OK to come back here today, but it looks like an early end to his night, and the fact that that truck is on pit road means that that truck was killed on impact. Pit road's going to be open. Everyone expected to come down pit road here. And we'll take a look at the see what the heck happened here. If I can form some words. English. Taking a look at the replay. They were 3 wide here all the way at the back of the field. And DeGarmo, it looks like, was trying to get in line behind Snyder, but Snyder checked up because of the 3 wide, and Snyder gets turned right up the racetrack into Benedict Murdo in a hard impact. 0-8 up off the ground, roof first into the wall. Benedict Murdo with a rear tire riding the safer barrier. Snyder's truck on top of the nose of DeGarmo before coming back down. And a hellacious hit for Benjamin Snyder. 1 race removed from that awful impact in New Zealand. Let's take another look at this in full speed. Benjamin Snyder hits this wall at 150 miles an hour. His night is over. Daniel Bouchard will lead him to the green. We will have 81 laps to go. Everyone's going to have to pit at least 2 more times. Fuel window tonight, 31 to 34 laps. Tire fall off 3 to 4 seconds. Now, since everyone just pit here under lap 10, it's still a 2-stop race, 2 more stops to make, but that's going to really open up the strategy these times are going to be able to make. Undercut could be the way to go if you are at the front of the field and you get a big enough gap back to your rival that you are racing. AJ Jones will restart in second place. He has shown some early speed here tonight. Bradley Bishop Jr. up to third. Fitzwater Jr. fourth. Hannah Allen fifth. Ryan Reid 6th, Luke Martin 7th, William Brock 8th, Noah Hart 9th, and Aiden Carlton rounds out the top 10. Edward Siemba is 12th. And Richard Johnson with a poor pit stop dropped to 17th. Green flag is back out. We are back on their way. Let's go to the spotter cam and see how these drivers fan out here as they're getting up to speed. You see both Zachary Fitzwater Jr. and Ryan Reid jumping to the inside line. Fitzwater already clear BBJ for third. Gonna clear AJ Jones for second place. So from fourth to second on the restart for Zachary Fitzwater Jr. Great move by this Rolex Superman Mercedes. Now closing in on Daniel Bouchard. Can he take the lead away from the 30 truck? AJ Jones, Bradley Bishop Jr. looking to give support if he can get some draft here off of turn 4. Now looking to maybe set up their own moves. Jones goes to the top as now BBJ goes to his inside. Help from his teammate Hannah Allen. But now Allen will stay in the middle to help the 30 and the 42. Reid side by side with Hart for 6th place. Bouchard and Fitzwater still neck and neck here off of turn 4. Fitzy led last time by at the line by 7 1/1000ths. This time Bouchard leads by 26 1/1000ths. Bouchard looking to run a little bit higher, try and get a good run here off of turn 2. Clear back for the lead if he can. BBJ now, he has had the check up. That's leaving Fitzwater Jr. no help. Bouchard clears back for the race lead. Hannah Allen now drops to the bottom, looking to push Fitzwater by AJ Jones. And now Hannah Allen going to go 3 wide. That's going to put Jones up to the 3rd groove. See Luke Martin, Edward Siemba now inside the top 10, jostling around. Fitzwater and Hannah Allen will clear AJ Jones. Bouchard loving what he's seeing in the mirror, letting him pull away here. Now Allen looking to clear Fitzwater for 2nd. Ryan Reid, Bradley Bishop Jr. 3 wide with AJ Jones. Jones is going backwards on that top groove. Siemba using that 3 wide to move up a couple of positions, and now they are back to 2 wide as Jones gets in line in front of Noah Hart. Hannah Allen will clear Fitzwater for 2nd place. Ryan Reid will get a little bit of draft here through the tri-oval, and that should allow him to clear Bradley Bishop Jr. for 4th place. And now onto the inside of Fitzwater, his teammate for 3rd. Mercedes has won the last 3 races. 2 of those wins coming from Silver Fox Motorsports. Luke Martin winning in Dubai. Austin Rogers winning the inversion race in New Zealand. Fitzwater won the first race in New Zealand. And now his teammate Ryan Reid showing a ton of speed here tonight. We saw great speed out of that 44 truck back at Talladega, but fuel mileage gave the win to the number 30 team. But if strategy plays are anything to go by, we know Freeze Racing Team is the king of making the undercut strat work, but at a track here where the overcut matters so much, you gotta wonder if the undercut is the right call here tonight. But still, very early, only lap 21 of 93, and we've still got about another 20 laps before pit road will open, as Hannah Allen looking to take the lead away from Daniel Bouchard. Fitzwater closing back up to the top two. It's a great fight for the race lead here. Benedict Murdo III also retired from that accident there on lap number 9. Callie DeGarmo continues, but she is down on pace. Hannah Allen cleared Bouchard there off of turn 2. Bouchard with the crossover right back to the inside of Allen, as now Reid and Fitzy are side by side for third. Bradley Bishop Jr. right behind in 5th. And Bouchard will clear back here for the race lead. Well, now's as good a time as any. We are about 2/3 of the way through the fuel run. Time to go through the field from the back to the front. Seth Cole, Toby Christie back here at the bottom of the top 40. Michael Miller, Angel Gutierrez, Eric Monaco, Jared Vereshigan, Ben McDonald, Austin Runkle, all here outside of the top 30. Wait for the live scoring to update. Runkle first truck outside the top 30 behind Tristan Grace and Kyle Sustry. Charles Sanford in the field tonight. Second to last start here for the Butcher Motorsports truck, not having the night they probably expected to have. But that can be said too for Malik Nevins in this Easy Racing 26 truck. Both of these guys outside the top 25. So you see James Silverfox just inside the top 25, currently not having the night he was hoping for. Same with Jeff Bolton, Ari Carmona, Zachary DeLello, and Cameron Lessard, all outside of the top 20. But Lessard looking to get in the top 20 if he can get by Bradley Ream. Decent run here for Nelson Reeves, running in 19th, and J.D. Martin in 18th. Griffin Label McDermott, 17th. Jerry Cook, 16th. New Zealand inversion winner Austin Rogers, only driver to win multiple inversion races in Napa Truck Series history, is Austin Rogers, winning 2 of the 3 inversion races all time. The other one went to Ryan Dagby back in 2021. Yeah, 2021. Richard Johnson has not really been able to recover since his bad pit stop under that one yellow. He is in 14th place. How about Mac Johnson for Gatlin Downing Incorporated running in 13th? This is a great showing for them. Siemba and your pole setter Ricky Freeman Jr. just outside of the top 10. Luke Martin sits in 10th. Bradley Bishop Jr. has fallen a bit down to 9th. Noah Hart 8th. William Brock up a few spots into 7th. How about the 92 of Aiden Carlton running here in 6th place? Carlton sitting 21st in the points, has had a pretty good year. A lot better than probably many expected. A top 5 and 4 top 10s on the season for Carlton, as he is racing side by side with AJ Jones for 5th place. As they race side by side behind the Freeze Racing Team trucks of Ryan Reid and Zachary Fitzwater Jr., who continue the chase after Daniel Bouchard and Hannah Allen. Pit stops expected to begin at any time here. They are going to be within the 60 to go window. So from this point on, you can pretty much do whatever you want and you will make it onto pit stops. As tire wear is currently at 2 seconds. Drivers now down, going about 157 there mid-corner, down from 170, which they were going at the beginning of the run. And so far, it looks like Hannah Allen's got the best truck in the field, but once the strategy ramps up, will that stay true? Hearing some drivers might be coming down pit road here this time by. Ryan Reid has made it up to 3rd. Fitzwater Jr. has fallen to 6th. So far, not seeing any takers here at the front of the field. Not sure who might be pitting up. There's one. Austin Runkle in the 3 from 29th place is going to pit. Michael Miller and Angel Gutierrez will join him. This is a great call because these guys are at the back of the field. Allows them to get in the pit road as fast as they want. And they'll get to utilize the undercut strategy tremendously. See, trying to look to your far left of the screen if you can see anyone slowing down. That looked like Arya Carmona to me. Yep, Arya Carmona, Jared Vereshigan, Toby Chrissy. So Carmona from 23rd pits here on an empty pit road. And that's another 3 drivers from the back of the field. DeGarmo, who has been off pace, will also come in. Still no leaders. We are actually right at the beginning of the window here. This is 29 to 30 laps on tires that these drivers mid-pack on back are coming down. Anyone this time by? Yep, we've got takers Tristan Grace, Ben McDonald. That is also from towards the rear. 29th, 30th, and 32nd. Seth Cole comes in. So this is very interesting. We don't generally see drivers from the rear of the field, mid-pack of the field, come down before the leaders. So this is going to really shuffle the field, really shuffle the running order. This is now 3 laps before Hannah Allen comes in, and Allen's going to bring in Ryan Reid, Daniel Bouchard, and many others, as Reid has somehow gotten in front of Bouchard here on the pit entry. And this is the big pack. Now you see all those guys in the back had to really slow up coming in the pit road. That's why you had guys like Tristan Grace, Arya Carmona, Austin Runkle come in on the laps they did. That's going to gain them even more time on the people they were racing around. As we see, not many stayed out. AJ Jones, Noah Hart, Mac Johnson, Austin Rogers, Griffin Leopold, McDermott, James Silverfox, and Kyle Sustra. They are going to sacrifice the most time here. They were at 4 seconds of fall off, but they are going to be able to just go on the offensive here on this next run. Let's see where Arya Carmona and Michael Miller are compared to the race leaders. You can see Runkle, Austin Runkle just ahead of them, and they are with the leaders now. Carmona, Michael Miller are actually going to go all the way by Hannah Allen, and Carmona pit from 23rd, Miller pit from outside the top 30, Runkle pit from just inside the top 30. And look at this, he is going to be the leader of the race because he pit 3 laps before race leader Hannah Allen did. You can see AJ Jones and Noah Hart not even close, as Hannah Allen sits 4th, Ryan Reid sits in 5th, Gutierrez is in 6th, Vereshigan 7th, Bouchard 8th, Carlton 9th, Bradley Bishop Jr. 10th. Look at Toby Christie, Ben McDonald, top 15, as here comes Jones, Mac Johnson, and Hart out of pit road. You've got Tristan Grace, Seth Cole also currently running, I believe, inside the top 20. Let's see for sure here. Ticker's going to be updated now. And indeed, Seth Cole just outside of the top 20. But look at how much this shuffled the running order. Austin Rogers on the overcut, 24th. Silver Fox. Look at this. Silver Fox, from the last time we saw him, loses nothing and comes out with the freshest tires along with several other drivers, as he will look to charge forward. Let's see who did not make out good in that one. And oh man, what happened to Luke Martin and Richard Johnson? They were running top 10 and they had terrible pit stops, and this is not good for them in the championship whatsoever. Richard came in 150 back, 5th in the points. Luke coming in 250 back in the points. And with Noah Hart on the freshest set of tires right now, going towards the top 5, this is not good for them at all. Well, it didn't take long for Hannah Allen to catch Austin Runkle, and Runkle probably not going to be able to do too much here to hold off the 48. Allen will go by, reclaim the race lead. Carmona looking to take second. Ryan Reid will go by for third. That'll drop Runkle to fourth. But now what Runkle can do here is try to cling to these leaders' draft as long as possible, and that will save him some valuable time and make this undercut even more worth it. As you can say the same here for Michael Miller, currently sitting in 5th place. As Ryan Reid will look to go by Carmona and chase after Hannah Allen for this win. Allen with 1 win on the season, back at the Atlanta 150. You see Carmona kind of getting in the way of Ryan Reid here for a moment, but Reid still can't quite get to her inside. That's allowing Allen to pull away a little bit. As the next drivers looking to close in are going to be Aiden Carlton and Daniel Bouchard, who run 6th and 7th. Then William Brock in 10th and Bradley Bishop Jr. in 11th. AJ Jones, Noah Hart on the freshest set of tires right now, along with Mac Johnson, Austin Rogers, Griffin Lapel McDermott, James Silverfox, and Kyle Sustry. But out of those drivers, Jones, Hart, Johnson, the top 3, they currently sit 6 seconds back of race leader Hannah Allen. You can see Seth Cole has made his way into the top 20. As Silverfox is really starting to put pressure on the drivers in front of him. Not sure if they made a good adjustment or if the tires were just what the 15 team needed to start moving forward, but you can see the 15 moving forward. You can see Austin Rogers coming up right behind him. Griffin Label McDermott also trying to make use of fresher rubber while they have it, because once they get into the 30 laps to go range, you can probably expect a lot of drivers to start coming in. But with where a lot of these guys pit, they could go as long as lap 70 or so if they want to. But if you really want to get use of another undercut here, you're probably going to want to pit the second you get in the 30 lap window. The fuel is, you are able to make fuel last 34 laps, but getting in that 30 lap window is going to be crucial for a lot of these drivers. As you see now, Gutierrez, Vereshchagin falling outside of the top 10. McDonald looking to take that position from Vereshchagin. Great night here for the 9 teams so far after utilizing the undercut strategy. McDonald was the last one to pit on the undercut before that big group came in on lap 42, and he pit with Grace and Seth Cole. And Seth Cole 19th, Tristan Grace already falling down to 23rd, so McDonald just had a really good pit stop, or they've made better adjustments than those other two, as he's going to take 10th place here from Vereshchagin, but AJ Jones and Noah Hart, they are right there, and they are going to be looking to take that position from the number 9. As Noah Hart going to go to the outside of AJ Jones here. Going to get a really big run. Jones had to check up a little for Jared Vereshchagin, and Hart's going to make it 3 wide for 11th. Both of them will go by the 37 with ease. Jones will hold on to the position for now, as Carlton and Bouchard have caught the 87 of Michael Miller. Now Austin Runkle and Arya Carmona have slipped away from the top 2. Hannah Allen and Ryan Reid, your current favorites for this race. Aiden Carlton on the offensive, looking to get by Arya Carmona for 3rd here. The gap to the top 2 is 3 seconds. Carlton, Brock, and Danny Bouchard have all cleared most of the undercut drivers now. Carmona's the only one left. Bradley Bishop Jr. and Noah Hart are right behind them, as Noah Hart has left AJ Jones behind. Jones having trouble getting by the 9 of Ben McDonald, and now Jones with a bumper full of JD Martin. How about this? JD Martin up to 12th place right now. And the 75 pit on lap 42 with that mega group. And they must have made some good adjustments, because he is hauling the mail. James Silverfox up to 14th on the overcut. Austin Rogers looking to get into the top 15 as well, as they have left Griffin Lepo McDermott behind, who was on the overcut. McDermott currently running 21st. As Carlton has now made it by Arya Carmona for third. What a run tonight for this 92 team. Now Bouchard and William Brock racing side by side for what will be fourth place, as Carmona will fall from 4th to 8th here on this lap. But you got to give these guys, these drivers, credit. Carmona from 23rd to 8th on the undercut as we're approaching the expected next pit window. Austin Runkle from 29th to 9th. So just amazing use of the undercut strategy here, and it really helped out their race. Jones will go by Runkle. Runkle will fall to 10th. Ben McDonald as well, making good use of that undercut, and he was in the last group that pit before the leaders. He's racing side by side with JD Martin, currently for 11th, as James Silverfox closing in. Mac Johnson has not been able to make as good of a use of these fresh tires as some others, as I think someone's coming in. And yes, Ben McDonald coming in. Ryan Reid and Aiden Carlton have pit to undercut Hannah Allen. Zachary DeLello, Angel Gutierrez, Charles Sanford coming in. Richard Johnson and Luke Martin also on pit road, but as we know, they had terrible pit stops on the first round. Jared Vereshkin seems to have come in early with them. Hannah Allen is going to stay out here a lap and try and get the best tires maybe to go and attack Ryan Reid. Noah Hart now coming in pit road. Jones, JD Martin, Silver Fox, Siemba, Jerry Cook, all coming in. The floodgates have opened. This is the big group here on lap 68. Jerry Cook, Cameron Lassard, Ricky Freeman Jr., your pole sitter, all on pit road. Hannah Allen will stay out another lap. Now I'm starting to question, just don't go too long or the gap will be too large to get back to. William Brock comes in. Bouchard and Bradley Bishop Jr. stay on track. Austin Rogers, Runkle, Griffin Lepo McDermott. So Austin Runkle from an undercut to an overcut strat compared to the rest of the field. Oh, Kyle Sustra just came out right in front of Austin Rogers. And that's going to kill Rogers' race. Hannah Allen, Bouchard, and Bradley Bishop just stayed out again. Now Carmona on the overcut with Mac Johnson. Tristan Grace coming in. Also switching from the undercut to the overcut. And I believe that just leaves the top three left to pit. Yeah, you can see Hannah Allen is way out of the groove. Gotta come in now. And I don't know, pitting 4 laps later than Ryan Reid here. I'm not sure about this. Same for Bouchard and Bradley Bishop Jr. There goes the 44 now. And this is Ryan Reid unlapping himself from Hannah Allen. So maybe Allen was hoping for a caution to trap a lot of the field a lap down and then pit. And then she was just going to be able to drive away, but I'm not sure about this. This is going to be tough with 22 to go. Let's find the 48. Hannah Allen is just finishing her pit stop, and Ryan Reid is already by. There goes Aiden Carlton and Richard Johnson, who's a lap down. Ben McDonald is currently in 3rd. And Noah Hart in 4th. How about JD Martin and James Silverfox? They are racing for 5th here. What a night for both of these guys. And a good turnaround for Silverfox. Remember, he was 25th earlier in the race. AJ Jones currently sits in 7th. Hannah Allen comes out right in front of these guys, and now once the tires get warmed up, Allen, will she be able to attack? Brock Siemba, 9th and 10th. Bereshigan back up to 11th. Jerry Cook, Nelson Reeves, the end of this pack. Michael Miller, Sacredillo straggling back to Austin Runkle and others. Carmona, these are all drivers currently in and out of the top 20. As you see, Daniel Bouchard fell to 22nd place, staying out as long as he did. Bradley Bishop Jr., 25th. Now, they are going to have the best tires, but the biggest thing with the trucks and having good tires is you want to have draft. If you don't have draft, they don't work as well. Short track, different story. Short track, you can overcut and you can just attack the whole run. But speedway like this, where draft is important, not quite the same. As we totally missed this, but something happened to Zachary Fitzwater Jr. Well, this is back on lap 50. And you can see Fitzwater start to slow down, and oh my goodness, AJ Jones and Edward Siemba got really lucky. That could have been a huge accident going into turn 3. And we're hearing a part of the suspension on the 91 truck failed, and they were unable to fix it, so they had to retire the truck. That is a huge, tough loss for Fitzwater here. Was having a great night early, running top 5, was running 13th when this issue happened, and just not what Fitzwater needed, trying to gain some points back in the championship on Noah Hart. Ryan Reid is your race leader. Talked earlier in the race about the Freeze Racing Team undercut strat has gotten them so many wins. And it might get them another one tonight, but Aiden Carlton is trying to charge with Richard Johnson pushing him. Now Carlton pit the same lap as Ryan Reid, so he's just really going to need to get some good laps in, and he's just not really being able to do that. Right now, Luke Martin is pulling Ryan Reid around this racetrack. Meanwhile, behind Carlton, Ben McDonald sits in 3rd, but is under pressure from your points leader, Noah Hart. And Hart having an amazing race today. They utilized the strategy perfectly. Big overcut, then undercut. And now they are in a group of their own here with JD Martin and James Silverfox. And it is currently a 3-second gap back to Hannah Allen. Allen 7.5 seconds back with the best tires on the track, but this is going to be the problem, is Allen is pulling the drivers behind her, but has no one to draft off of in front of her. So not going to be able to utilize those fresh tires as much as she would have if she was drafting off of somebody. Jones and Brock, great night here for them. Brock's going to have to try to get as many positions here as he can, because with Noah Hart in the top 5, that's a ton of points. You're just losing with every position Hart gets. It's a 4-point jump from 4th to 3rd, and then a 6-point jump from 3rd to 2nd. 8-point jump from 2nd to the lead. So Brock goes by AJ Jones for 8th. That's 2 more points for Brock on the night. How about these drivers here just inside and outside of the top 10? You've got Siemba, Reeves, and Jerry Cook racing it out for this final top 10 position. As Noah Hart has made it by Ben McDonald for 3rd. And now we'll look to set his sights on Aiden Carlton for 2nd place. It looks like Reid is currently gaining a 1/10 of a second a lap, and Richard Johnson is actually going to try and get by Carlton here. Johnson thinking maybe he is faster. It has not been the night Johnson wanted here at his hometown track. Remember, Richard won at Springfield 8 races ago now. So Richard was able to get at least one hometown win, but it doesn't look like he is going to sweep it here tonight. That move into turn one cost Aiden Carlton, I think, another 1/10 of a second. As Noah Hart is really starting to close in now. Fastest lap time on the race will go to Chase Marks, a 29.401. As you see, a total of 12 drivers running a lap time faster than a 29.5. And 32 drivers running a lap time faster than a 29.6. So the field was very tight on pace tonight. And that's why you needed a green flag run here to shake up the strategy and get more passes on the racetrack. Hannah Allen now here has caught JD Martin for 6th place. And you got to think Hannah Allen is trying to minimize damage to teammate and points leader Noah Hart and try her best to get up there and get in front of him, as a Hart is looking to take second away from Aiden Carlton. JD and Silver Fox are going to take Ben McDonald 3 wide for 4th place. And this is going to hold Hannah Allen up. Coming to the line. 7 laps to go. William Brock also closing in from 8th. The gap for Hannah to Ryan Reid is 5 seconds, and I don't know if she can make that up. In front of those, fighting for 4th place, Noah Hart looking to get by Richard Johnson. As Ryan Reid is losing a little touch to Luke Martin. But is continuing to hold pace and gain about a 1/10, half a 1/10 a lap over Carlton. Noah Hart still trying to find a way by Silver Fox and JD. Get by McDonald, so does Hannah Allen. Now Allen going to take 5th place away from JD Martin. William Brock to the outside of McDonald, looking to take 7th away. Behind them, Edward Siemba clear in 9th. AJ Jones outside of the top 10, just not having good pace right now. As you see, Carmona, Bouchard, and Bradley Bishop Jr. have caught this group. So Bouchard and BBJ, 14th and 15th, they are looking to get a top 10 here tonight for their efforts. As Austin Rogers, 5 laps down back there, is on really fresher tires compared to the rest of these guys. Hannah Allen is going to clear Silver Fox here for 4th place, as Noah Hart has made it by Aiden Carlton for 2nd, and this is huge for Noah Hart in the championship. After a great weekend in New Zealand, Noah Hart looking for what would be his 8th top 5 on the season. That is 8 top 5s and what would be top 10, number 12. As right now, the only points he would be losing would be to 3rd in the points, Ryan Reid, and just 8 points total at that. 3 laps to go for Ryan Reid. Reid in his 46th career start tonight here in the Napa Truck Series, looking for victory. As here comes Hannah Allen. Brock going to get by JD Martin on the outside for 6th place. And if he can get Silver Fox for 5th, that is 3 more points for Brock. Brock just trying to minimize the damage to Noah Hart. Allen going to really push the issue here in the trial. Will trying to get by Carlton for 3rd. Hannah should have time to get by Noah Hart here, but not going to have time to catch up to race leader Ryan Reid. Off of turn 4, we'll see the white flag this time by. 1 more lap to go for Ryan Reid, looking to become the 50th different winner in Napa Truck Series history. And for Reid, you think back to the years of bad luck in the Hardee's National Series with Texan Motorsports, just all the bad luck they had, the chances they had at maybe winning some races that were just ruined by bad, unfortunate situations. Forget about that tonight, Ryan. You're a Napa Truck Series winner. Ryan Reid wins here at Chicagoland Speedway. 4 wins in a row for Mercedes here in the summer stretch. 2 apiece between Freeze Racing Team and Silver Fox Motorsports. Ryan Reid gives Mercedes their 10th Napa Truck Series win, and Mercedes becoming the 5th different manufacturer to reach that milestone. Freeze Racing Team gets their 4th win, becoming the 10th team to reach that milestone. And Noah Hart was able to hold off Hannah Allen for second. That is going to be big in the championship. That is 6 points more Ryan Reid could have gained over Noah Hart had Hannah passed the 18. And it also would have been 6 points gained for the 48 over the 18. Aiden Carlton, stellar race, 4th place effort. William Brock gets 5th on Silver Fox, who comes home 6th. JD Martin in 7th. Ben McDonald, great night. That team on strategy, getting him into the top 10. They come home 8th. Bradley Bishop Jr. is able to get up to 9th on the overcut, but Daniel Bouchard does not. Final top 10 position goes to Jerry Cook. Bouchard comes home in 11th. Hometown driver Edward Siemba, 12th place. Great night for Nelson Reeves, 13th. AJ Jones faltered a bit there at the end, falls to 15th. It's going to cost him a ton of points, with Noah Hart coming home in 2nd. Austin Runkle comes home in 20th. How about Seth Cole, 22nd? Your pole sitter, Ricky Freeman Jr., they just did not have good race pace or strategy. They come home 24th. Jared Vereshigan, though, 25th. Good effort there for Genesis Engineering. Same for Gutierrez Autosport, 27th with the strategy they utilized here tonight. And then misfortune for many drivers, just either not good trucks, bad strategy calls, or bad luck in general. Malik Nevins, 31st. Luke Martin, 35th. Richard Johnson, 36th. Austin Rogers, 38th. Fitzwater Jr., 39th. That is it here from Chicagoland. And now we're going to begin the short track stretch here. Martinsville, Memphis, and then dirt track racing from upper state New York at Oswego. It's going to be a fun 3-race stretch. These are the last 3 races with part-time trucks allowed. And we've got a good amount of leeches coming out for Martinsville. Go or go home qualifying set to come back one last time at Memphis. And then dirt, we'll see your 2023 Napa Truck Series champion Ace Wild make his final Napa Truck Series start. That's the upcoming schedule. Ryan Reid, your winner tonight, 50th different winner in Napa Truck Series history.
It's got a price tag, sun and blood, barrier rights in a body bag. They're feeding fear through the full line. You heard it here first, they got your freedoms on the front line. Prime time, the noose at our throats. Our enemies' hands run with the blood of the scapegoats. So tell me, how can we demonize when we can't see life through another's eyes? Pay 'em off and play 'em off. Fear rolls like a reaper through the streets of the lost. The storm, the troll drops like a bomb. The troll drops like a bomb. The battle is on. Hands in chains for a fistful of dollars. Who do we blame for the holes in our knowledge? The past, you know, has been written by the victor. So I ask you now, who is it writing your future? The butcher, the liar, the thief, or the killer?